What's up? This is Jake and Kristen with Hike 734, and today we're doing the Pitamakan-Dawson Loop in the Two Medicine area of Glacier National Park. So we did the trail a little bit different than we normally do. Well, we obviously did it counterclockwise like we prefer, but when we came to the other side of the lake, we ended up having to take the south shore because the north shore was closed due to bear activity. So yeah, it was a beautiful morning. We spotted a black bear up on the hillside, and I took some video of it through my spotting scope. And then we hit the trail over by Prey Lake, wrapped around the ridge just off of Rising Wolf, and just pretty views of the river, and then just gradually working our way into the Dry Fork drainage. And yeah, beautiful morning, lots of sunshine, lots of goodness, and yeah, just worked our way up and over that ridge and cruised through. And we decided to take our running packs, and we moved a little bit quicker today, and just traveled across the Dry Fork, which you can see was mostly dry. And yeah, and then just continued up the drainage, and we just love going this way because as you go up further and further, you just keep getting really just awesome views, looking up the drainage for a really long time. And yeah, after cruising that for a while, we finally got into the old whitebark pine forest that is where a lot of them have died. Lots of huckleberries, and we decided to skip going over to the campground today. And then started motoring up the switchbacks up to Pitamakan Pass, and just, yeah, the switchbacks just open things up, and Flinch Peak with its really cool triangular shape, and Old Man Lake just looking gorgeous as ever. And yeah, finally got up to towards the top, and then you just crest over that, and there's just those beautiful cobalt colored lakes down on the other side, just big open views, a little bit of snow dusted on top of red, so we know that we're getting towards the end of summer. But yeah, just beautiful panoramic views. And then we started working our way up towards Pitamakan Overlook. And definitely windy today, but not crazy. It was still warm enough as long as we kept moving. But we finally wrapped around to just the really cool Climbers Trail part of it. And we just love that section. It just, it really feels like we're doing some kind of a summit route. But yeah, that traverse is super fun, and we traveled on that for a ways to a really cool point, and just love the views that's partway between that and then kind of the halfway point that looks down onto Old Man Lake. And then we continued on past that, looking at the headwaters of the Nyack, and then finally getting to the overlook between Flinch and Morgan, and just looking down back into that Dry Fork drainage with Old Man Lake is super, super pretty. Just views, views, views. That's what this trail's all about. But yeah, we continued on that traverse all the way over, getting over towards Dawson Pass. And the pass is always kind of funny because you actually are kind of higher up on the flanks of Flinch Peak there, and then you drop down to the pass. But yeah, we dropped down into Bighorn Basin, and just, yeah, getting to see really cool views. Still some more awesomeness. And yeah, we ended up seeing in Bighorn Basin, we saw one ewe, so that was fun. So that was kind of about the fifth or so bighorn that we saw. The other one was over by Pitamakan Pass. But yeah, we just continued to drop down as the vegetation continued to get taller, more flowers. We kind of hit that perfect zone where there's a bunch of flowers. Yeah, and then we really didn't get any great views, at least for my camera, of No Name Lake, but as we got down lower, we got to see Pumpelly's Pillar, which is super cool, and getting better views of Two Medicine Lake. And so yeah, we just continued on down all the way down over at the boat dock at about 2:30 or so, because we were cruising through doing some trail running today. And but we decided to continue on, and since the north shore was closed, we went ahead and went over along the south shore, and went back up and over the ridge that comes off of Cinnapon. It's just so pretty looking down. It's just a great vantage of the lake, but it is a little bit of a climb after we spent a lot of time on the trail. But big trees, and finally got on the other side and worked our way down to crossing over the creek on a cool mat bridge, and connecting back up with the South Shore Trail. And just now we're just working our way out along that, and it's just a really nice big day, a little over 20 miles or so. And then we'll have a little bit of road walking because we're having to do this a little bit differently, but it's always fun to kind of shake things up. Anyways, yeah, I just love hiking Pitamakan-Dawson. It's one of our favorites for sure, and we try to do it every year, but it doesn't always happen. But today we just had a perfect day, and it was nice to try and do it a little bit quicker than normal. Anyways, this is Jake and Kristen with Hike 734, and today hiking Pitamakan-Dawson in the Two Medicine area of Glacier National Park. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe on YouTube and head on over to hike734.com for more goodness.